Afternoon everyone, it's Andy again here, and we are back for another pack opening extravaganza. I've changed my team around a little bit more. Weren't happy with what was happening before. I've absolutely gutted my squad now. I've got nobody left in it, so I thought I'd give the Matuidi a try. I had a Bundesliga little thing going on. It did alright. I've sold my players because it weren't quite fitting to what I wanted, but then I realised one of my player instructions were wrong, and that could have been the downfall. But this guy has been a beast, so I'm not too worried. Bought Griezmann back in, as he's been my most consistent player all year in any form, to be fair, and then Benzema as my striker up there. He's been as I should say, a Nedved absolute surprise card. But anyway, we've got another 1,000,000 coins, and we're gonna burn them all again on premium gold packs. So off we go. Been playing a bit of Rivals. That was my idea, and then I was going to save this money because the icon SBC ends on Saturday, I believe, or end of this week. So I was intrigued as to what they'll do with packs, whether they'll keep, chuck loads of promo packs out, or whether they'll throw everybody in packs again and just give everybody a chance. But it's just growing ever closer now to FIFA 21. I mean, as soon as the web app changes over to 21, I'll be on that and doing some trading, some SBCs or whatever they offer there. So obviously try and get a bit of a head start. I've got it pre-ordered, so I'll get the packs and not. So squad wise and players, I mean, who do I want? I mean, I've pulled Ben Yedder once before. Will it happen again? Who knows? He'd fit in my squad. I mean, it'd be nice to get sort of Neymar go on the left there. But it's really icons. I mean, I'd love to get, like I said to you in the last video, Ronaldinho's the one that I want. In some way, shape or form, either his prime or his prime icon moments would be where I'd want to go. And ideally, the only way I'm going to get to do it is either by doing packs or doing the icon upgrade, which expires. Whether they renew it, I just don't know. As I say, I've never pulled an icon out of a pack before, unless it's been a prime icon moments or whatnot. So it's just chasing that first one. I mean, I take that as a win as well. I mean, I've been keeping an eye on things, doing a few objectives ready for 21, so I'm excited for that. Started playing Rivals a little bit again this week. It's been funny because I let my little guy play now, so he kindly relegated me to Division 10, and it's definitely special down them but lower leagues. I mean, the toxicity is way above and beyond anywhere that I've ever seen in FIFA. It's just absolutely ridiculous, and what makes me laugh is the people who think this is so good down there. So the other day, I think I was doing an objective of some sorts, and I weren't too bothered about the win, and I was on the phone at the time, so I started the game, so I thought, oh, fair enough. And I went and did a few bits, and I was actually away from keyboard or AFK or my controller for a little bit. Ooh, I've got the Screen Trippier. I can remember when he was good. Got a drink, come back in, and I mean, obviously if you're at AFK or somebody's AFK, I mean, me, common sense says you do the same, pass the ball around. It's a 12-minute match. Let's not turn it into a 30-minute match. And I went back into the room, and it were 2-0, and this guy was proper tryhard, and he just scored the second goal. Bear in mind, it might have been about 30 minutes of the game had passed, and he was shushing and doing these things, and I'm like, what are you doing? So I messaged the guy, and I was like, bearing in mind this game had probably been going on 15 minutes already, and we're not even hit half time. So I messaged the guy, I was like, you do realise I'm just doing a few bits around the house, if you want the win, take it, I'm not that fussed. However, I'm AFK, so you turn in a 12-minute game into, an hour, if you like. and he sent me some toxic abuse back, told me to go F myself and all the rest of it, and I'm like, but you're wasting time. Like, I get that you want. He's like, well, leave then. I'm not leaving because I want the game and I don't want my DNF, so just let it time out. No, weren't having it. So I messaged him back again. I says, look, I goes, I'm going AFK. I goes, I'm not messaging because it's just wasting more time. However, if you want the win, please can you just think? I goes, if you don't, then, you know, I'm gonna have to take action. Anyway, he scored again and he started shushing. Alright. Picked up my pad. 6-3, quit. And then I got an absolute barrel of abuse after that. It went on like, normally I just block them, I just entertained it for it, but the amount of abuse he was sending, I'm just a sweat and I'm this and I'm that and I'm pathetic at the game, and I'm like, well, hang on a minute, you had a win and all you had to do was pass the ball around for 5 minutes at the back and you'd have been, you know, on your way to whatever you're doing. Nah, not only have you wasted your own time, but you've also been humiliated as well. And yeah, just one of them fun facts. And then noticed a lot of people, you know, they'll score in the first minute and then they'll shush and they'll get toxic, and we are, you know, in minutes of the game, like, you know, not even 10 minutes on the clock, and you're thinking, well, hang on a minute, I haven't made a mistake here, what are you doing? So it is funny. I mean, I was thinking about, you know, what would make FIFA a better place and what they could do to improve it, and there's not a lot. I mean, one thing I do think they should get rid of is celebrations altogether, so to speak. They don't need to be so many. Just do a, you know, a walking back to their thing, so it gives people 30 seconds or so to, ooh, great. So 2 special cards too far, about 300,000 in or whatever we were. So yeah, it just gives people sort of, you know, 15-20 seconds to just like recompose themselves and, you know, sort what they're doing. But we don't need the rest of it. But I think that is one thing that does need to go. Yeah, you could do with being a bit more open with statistics and what things are as well, because honestly, you're getting a lot of it as well. I watched a couple of streamers play the last weekend league and things, and everything's EA and everything's scripting, and you know my feelings on that. You can look at my last video. I won't get into it again, but it's just not. Especially with some of them, like with the excuses, and you can see that it's a button press. And the one that I found recently is passes. Like, people are putting a lot of videos up about, oh, look at this, I'm aiming here, and you'll see another player running onto the ball and it won't pass to that particular player. However, they've got aim assist on, so people need to sort of, oh, another one we're doing better than last time, boys. Fernandez, but he's worth about 40k. Yeah, but we move on. But yeah, assisted passing, you know, the game will read that somebody is in a particularly better position, if you like, and it'll assist the pass, like assisted switching and things like that, if you've got them on. So if you don't want them on and you want your pass to go pretty much where you say it to go, needs to go, then you need to turn it off. It's just one of those things. Another idea me and friends had, and we've said it for years, is, you know, people moan about pro clubs now. FIFA used to be a predominantly single player game for many years. You know, people, well, they do consoles without online capabilities, first of all. So you couldn't play it online, so it was all about the career mode and manager mode and whatnot. That's been sort of second thought, and they've brought these new, oh, look, this is going miles better. I mean, they're not great cards, so at least we drop in this time. what I was saying. So yeah, it's sort of been watered down, and people have come away from it. They brought these Volta modes. I mean, that journey mode I never enjoyed at all. If I'm doing a story mode, I want to create my own guy and whatnot, and not be told who I'm going to be. The Volta mode I thought would get me back into it this year, and I've played 2-3 games mainly. It's not, but obviously the money is Ultimate Team. I mean, everybody and they'll never. It used to be a separate game mode back in the day. I think it's duplicate. No, it's not now. It used to be a separate game mode, and then it stopped. If they did that now, it'd stop people buying the game. So if it's all intermingled, you've got to have. Everybody buys the game. You're not just going to lose half your. Even though they're doing more on Ultimate Team, they can't charge premium for it, or if they charge 2 separate premiums, and nobody's going to buy the main game, or nobody's going to buy one or the other. So that's why they keep it together. But something that I think keep people happy, maybe, I don't know. I mean, you're going to have to mention it down below what you think. But I thought, pro clubs, a lot of people like playing pro clubs. I used to play with pro clubs in the day. And I do like the idea of creating your own player and whatnot. And leveling up, but it's the teams and the divisions. So I thought, well, can they not bring in another special card? I mean, it's a winter refresh Areola I've had about 8 times, but I mean, a lot better than we did last time, guys. Why not do an Ultimate Team mode in pro club, so to speak? So have your divisions capped, so you can't have you can have your player plus a team rating. So division 10s or your lower divisions, you can only have up to an 80 rated squad. Division 9 takes you up to an 84, 86, so on and so forth, until you're in the top clubs. And then bring in this, where instead of, I know this year they're doing, I believe you can customize names and features of the players, but why not have something like this where you can bring it in, where same sort of thing each week. When you win the rivals, you get a couple of packs. You don't even have to monetize it. Just have people playing packs. Have cups in there where you win packs, daily objectives, things that's pretty much same as this. So just them people. So because I know they're doing the 2-player rivals, I believe, next year. Or this year as it is, which I don't want to play. I mean, that'll be turned off for me. It won't be. I don't want to play against 2 people, even though sometimes you can exploit it because there's 2 people chasing the ball. But it's not for me. If there's an odd objective or whatever, I might ask if somebody wants to do it, but I'm not that fussed. But if people want to play together, and then build up the team, so you can build this, and then Volta mode, I don't think it's a bad mode. And there's people that they were saying with Ultimate Team that there's not much to do, and I do agree. I mean, at the end of the day, whatever you do, it don't matter what game mode you're playing, it's a game of football at the end of the day, and you're getting reward. If you're playing Ultimate Team, you get rewards. So whether you're playing squad battles, whether you're playing rivals, whether you play weekend league, you get rewards. But I did used to like both the single player and online tournaments that they had, and the objectives, which were you've got to win with a gold team or bronze or mix of and things. I mean, bring them back, but also why not put Volta mode in it? Have a Volta tournament mode. I know the mechanics are slightly different, but bring that in, and it just gives somebody else, especially these skill movers and things. Oh, loan pack, everybody wants a loan pack. What did we get last time? Mata. Let's have a look at premium loan player. Let's have a look at what a premium loan player is. Oh, Demimbre, he's getting absolutely not put in my team, is he? So we will get rid of him and then store the rest. Did pull a couple of shadow cards and hunters that I didn't realise. I mean, what's happened to those? I mean, I remember hunters, sort of 10k a time, and your shadows were, extinct, and now they're all over the place. Cedric, feel he deserves a better rating. I mean, obviously, he probably will get upgraded, but from what I've seen at him at Arsenal, and another one, guys, come on. Ziyech, again, what's he going for? Not a lot these days, are there? So, I mean, we'll get some coins back from these, but it's not going to be a million coins. But we've definitely had better results than the first time round. But yeah, I mean, that were my main thoughts on what they could do in the new FIFA. Make pro clubs are a bit like this, where you can have, these players in and you get rewards and you can build your own team, but limit it to leagues, so you can't, as soon as you relegate yourself or you get relegated, you can't have Messi and Ronaldo running around. You have to, bring your team down, so it stops all that nonsense. Bring cups and tournaments, knockout stages back. Draft is one of those that I don't care about. I mean, there's one content creator who likes his draft mode, and I mean, I don't personally see, if I pick up a draft token, I'll do it. Sometimes in the game it's worthwhile doing if there's I can't remember what it's Summer Heat or somewhere around there. Oh no, what's my name? An 80 rated play, great. We will take, he drops a bit, we'll just take the highest rated. And they moan that it don't get changed and that, but I mean, what can they do? I mean, every player's in there, or 9 out of 10 players are in there, and I mean, the only thing I suppose you could do is get rid of all the golds, or only have the highest rated version of that player in, because it is when you're doing one. I did have a draft token the other day, and my team was dreadful. I mean, but I suppose that's what makes it, but it is annoying at the same time when you've got, you're running Harry Kane up top and somebody's got Ben Yedder up top, or a team full of icons and you've got an English B team. But it's part of what makes it. But I suppose the only thing, like I say, I mean, especially at this stage, gold, silvers, things along that line, get them out, and I suppose you can upgrade drafts, but I don't really care for it that much. There's not much you can do with it. I mean, at the end of the day, I know I was watching somebody else and they were moaning that there's no knockout games and stuff, and draft is, but I want to build my ultimate team. Like I said in the last video, I don't want to play with randoms and random cards. I mean, I know it's nice, say, I don't know, you've got 10 million coins in bank and you're unsure whether to go for player A or player B, and the 10 million coins, you're going to lose quite a bit in tax. I get that. But you're not guaranteed ever to get that player. So that is one thing that I know you get in loan cards as well. I think one thing that would... one idea I had, and I'm not sure, I mean, suppose people could exploit it, but you could do it on a random, I suppose. So... like War, I don't know if any of you have played Warframe, but Warframe has its in-game currency like coins, and then it's got a premium currency, platinum, which is FIFA points in this example. Now you can buy the platinum for cash money like you can your FIFA points, and you can take a shortcut to buying new frames, cosmetics, whatnot. Like you can buy FIFA points, you can't buy specific. With Warframe, you can buy whatever you want. With FIFA points, you can't. You can buy packs, and it's all a gamble, so there's no guarantee. So what idea I thought I'd like is, why not earn? Because again, it's another way for people to spend. And sure, it's spend more, but why not have a loan system? So if I pull Ben Yedder now, have a cap on it, so you can't earn ridiculous amounts. I've got a choice. Do I put him in my team, do I sell him, or do I loan him? I can put him for a 3-game loan, or per game basis, up to 3 games or something. And you can only do it, say, once a week per player. Right? And you can't have duplicates. So you can't have a team of unlisted Ben Yedders. You can do it for your one active player, and you can only do it for tradable cards. Okay, so it limits the market a little bit more. However, maybe on tradables, I don't know. However, you can loan my Ben Yedder off me per game up to a maximum of 3 games for 50. You can't play him in weekend league, it's rivals, squad battles, whatever. Okay. but you can buy you can loan my Ben Yedder off me. He takes him out of my team. He becomes unusable for me. I can't sell him. I can't use him. But you can loan him for a maximum of 3 games for, I don't know, 100 FIFA points, 500 FIFA points, whatever the cap is for that particular player. I then get another team of the year, awful, but again, it's another team of the season. I get some points, so I'll get, if you load him for 1 game, I'll get 100 FIFA points. FIFA get the equivalent of 10% back. So whatever the price is, they get 10% back. So that, to me, if you do that, it gives you a chance to play with that player. People have also got a choice then of, do they want to play with the Neymar or do they want to loan him out? You don't make the loans too expensive, but you get a middle balance, so it's obviously enough for people to be buying FIFA points, it's enough for you to get a little bit, and then you're just putting it back, and then people are going to want to chase FIFA points as well, with reason. So if I use Yedder and you use my Yedder and you think, I don't like him, so I'll loan somebody's Benzema, and actually I prefer him, he's more physical and he's more straight, you're not wasting. I know they're 2 different price ranges. Let's go for Mbappe and Yedder, or Ronaldo and Mbappe, or somebody like that, top caliber, or your icons, say Cruyff and Ronaldo, or Ronaldo and all that. You've just saved all your coins, but you don't know if he's worth it, and you might get him in game and think, do you know what, he's actually not for me, and I've just wasted 15 million coins. Now I've got to take a couple of million in, tax losses and whatnot, and then chase somebody else, and then you lose your coins. So I think that's a good idea personally, where you can actually loan players. It gives EA a bit of something, it boosts sales, but you can actually test them players without the bigger commitment sort of thing, like, even though it's cost you a couple of FIFA points, but at least then you can either grind towards a player with coins, or you can put more FIFA points into packs to sell. You do your trading or whatever you do these days. But yeah, it's another idea that I thought might improve it. Packs, not a lot you can do with packs. I mean, we've had okay luck, I suppose, in these ones. I mean, I'm just over halfway through, and I know a lot of it's out of packs, and I think that's what people don't understand as well, is a lot of your sort of mid-80s cards are out now, like the gold versions of them, so it's only special cards. But then you would think you're pulling more special cards, but then I suppose that's what the 82 to 88's for. But I mean, I'll do what I did last time. After I've done these, I'll just bang all my commons into the double upgrade golds. I don't bother with the 82 to 88, to be fair. I mean, it's probably the way to go, definitely is, but it's just long in it, and then I've got to buy bronzes or silvers or whatever to stack it up, and I'd rather have 2 cards back than 1 and have a chance of pulling something. Again, you've got a chance, a very slim chance, but pulling anything, and then I pull all those into well, I've been mixing it up between the 80 pack, the 80 pick, which has had some okay results, and the 81 double upgrade. I don't do the 83 double upgrade. I think that's a bit too expensive. I don't know what people's had, what luck people have been having with those. But yeah, it's not for me. I mean, it'd be nice to see some defenders and goalkeepers I've found. I don't know what you guys have struggled with, but I have slacked a lot on those. But yeah, it's looking. I mean, we're getting there, and I know these aren't the greatest packs, as we say, but I mean, what have I opened on stream or on YouTube? I've opened a couple of million coins of packs. I've done this countless times as well, where I've just been bored, and I've opened 500,000 coins of packs. I did it the other night. I got up to 400,000, and just with my friend, we were chatting on Xbox, and I opened them, and I got literally, I don't even think I got 1 special card out of those. I've done the 82, 88s, and like I say, I mean, pack luck's not been terrible this year. I think wish it would be nice. I mean, what would you pay for if they did? And obviously they're doing the icon upgrades and things. But what would you pay for an icon pack? Just a random, any icon pack. So it's not prime icon, it's just any, so you can get baby mid like they've done in the rewards things. I mean, what would you pay for that if they dropped it? 100k, 200k, 200k packs. Promo packs, I mean, we've not seen a lot of them. I mean, mega packs seem to be the way to go. I've had a lot of luck with those, but you know, I've not seen an ultimate pack, or you know, for a long time. These cards as well, I mean, I know there's the squad builder, but they're practically useless now, and I get it why they've done it. Like it says now, you need gold upgrades, and in theory they're not gold upgrades. They used to be gold players, but they're not anymore, so you can't use them in some SBCs. So I don't know if that's a glitch or what, but it's same with the Champions League cards now as well. They're still in packs, but we have no use for them whatsoever. And I know there's not even any that are usable. I mean, I suppose if you're brand new and you pull a Ronaldo or something, then fair enough, but they're not. You can't use them in anything, and there's that much on the market now that you know, what can you do? You know, there's not a lot to do with them, as it were. So check them out. I mean, you would think as well. I mean, I know not every card's in, but there's a lot of cards, and I can't say I've not pulled anyone big. Like I say, I think Ben Yedder's been my biggest pull all year. I had his one to watch card at the beginning, which I used for a while, and then I've pulled. I think most expensive card would definitely be Yedder. I've never pulled any variant of Ronaldo, Messi, or Neymar. Lewandowski I've not pulled. I pulled Royce untradables. I've never pulled an icon. I mean, even your top sort of like 99, I've never pulled a Son, Mane, Van Dijk. I don't know what happened to Son. Everybody loved him at the beginning, but you never see him in anybody's team anymore. It's just weird, isn't it, how your pack lot goes and what you consider as an L or a W, as it were, because you know, I mean, I've pulled. I mean, out of my team, I've pulled team of the season Benzema untradeable. I've pulled him twice. I've pulled Ramos untradeable. Carvajal a couple of times. Stegen a couple of times. A couple of other cards as well. So it's not terrible backlog, but I suppose it's perceived as it's what the market is, isn't it? Because it's not bad players. Because I'll do better with, you know, Benzema. I mean, I've just had Lewandowski up front. I've had Ronaldo up front, CR7 Ronaldo, team of season. I've tried team of season Messi, team of season Mbappe. And I don't get on with them players at all. Yeah, I bring Benzema back into my team, and another special card, but Sol, I've seen him a few times. Love his team of the season card, by the way. Absolute unreal for me. But yeah, I mean, I don't get on with them players, and I bring Benzema back in and I'm doing bits, and people tell you, oh, you're trash and you can't beat people with that, and well, I could, and I do. You know, I win. My win ratio is alright. So it is just strange as what some people perceive as great pack luck and others don't, and what sort of, but what players you perform. As I say, I mean, it's all well and good pulling, I don't know, a CR7, but if you don't fit your squad, or you know, you can't make him work particularly well. It's like Messi for me. It's his work rate's just absolutely demolish him, even on stay forward and things. I think he disappears from games. I bought Pele last time. I had a lot of coins. I thought, you know, just again with my icons, I'd rather play with somebody that I personally enjoy, so I'd pick Pele rather than Eusebio, because I watched Pele. I know who Pele is. I loved him. Watching his game, even now, when you watch him, he was just, you know, when you watch some of his videos and that, he was just unreal. In game, he just weren't there. So if I pulled him now, I thought I'd got another team at season then, but no, we get James Milner What a guy that be. Again, another guy that's absolutely phenomenal for Liverpool. So I've got God, I've just been cut. And another, yeah, didn't even know you were in the game, buzzing. But we've definitely done better on the promo side of cards this time round. But yeah, what I'm going to say with that Milner, I mean, it's strange as well, like with cards that you pull. Sorry for the snuffles, my hay fever's kicking in now because sun's out and Gordon's been cut today. You know, players that, you know, say Gerrard, even Milner, Pirlo, even cards like Henry that look monsters. But there's a lot of cards that it baffles me, and I don't know how to do it because it is all about pace. But they were sort of phenomenal in real life or above average, you know, but you can't play him in the game. I mean, in his prime, anybody would have had Pirlo in the team, or what's his name, Puyol from Barcelona, you know. But you know, great defender. Sol Campbell, another. I mean, Sol Campbell's not actually bad. I have used him, and I don't find him bad, to be fair. But you know, you'll never see him in a top players team or a, you know, above average players team, because the game just ruins them, and it's sad, and I don't know how they can balance it, to be fair. So we're getting down to our last 11, 12 or so packs, and then I can go and do all these upgrades again. I don't know if I'll do a video for that. Maybe not. I'm not sure how much. As I say, I've got to do more content. I did one for the pack opening last night, the double 91 was it? And yeah, they were absolutely embarrassing. I mean, they were both, what if it were 91 or 92 or whatever it were, they were both that card, you know, a goalkeeper and some player I'd never heard of. So yeah, that went down well. As I say, I mean, there's not that many players to pull now. I've not really got that many tradables in my squad that I could swap them out for anyway. So anything that I pull is generally just get bangs on the market anyway, or you know, it's in another squad builder, as it were. So as all these will be, as I say, I'll keep any. I ain't got that too many, obviously the special cards. I mean, what I tend to do with them is sell them on again and just recycle the packs, because obviously you're just getting more and more players in your squad for the sake of one. So if I can sell somebody for 60,000 coins, it's another 10 SO packs, depending which ones you go for, and you've just got that more chance of pulling somebody and then more upgrades. And you know, I'd rather have a card daft again, like even if say I got Neymar tradable and untradable, it might be a fair comparison, but I wouldn't mind putting the untradable in a squad builder, but I hate putting tradables in, if you know what I mean. So yeah, any of those that I've pulled, I'll bang them straight back on transfer market and I'll just cycle them again. I need to clean this keyboard. I had a lot of these 1,000 coins drop as well. I mean, it'd be nice if we got something a little bit more meaningful. But we're getting to the end now, guys. I mean, I think my transfer list's about full. I'm going to do my upgrades, as it were, get the high rateds on the market, and another. Who's this one being Mbappe? I'd love it. I'd absolutely love it. But you know, we've had a selection, guys, anyway, so it's definitely been more prosperous than the last one, because that was, if you've watched through that, I mean, that was abysmal. I mean, this one's not been, you know, I've not had anybody to get excited about, as it were, and I don't think any of these guys will get in my squad. What we're down to, the last 3 packs, we might get 2, 3 maybe. Yeah, we're going to have to go into a cheeky gold pack, I think, aren't we? Oh no, we might just get 2. So, as it stands, not a bad old list. We've had a good chinwag again. As I say, any of my ideas, thoughts, if you want, you know, get back to me. I mean, appreciate any likes. comments, you know, subscribers. I mean, market's got to start somewhere. I do appreciate that these videos do go on for a while, but it's what the video is. So I'm going to open this last pack, and what we're going to finish on? Hradecki, that's who I got. Have I still got him? No, that's one of the guys who I got in the 90, so it must have been a 90 or 91 player pack, but that's literally the keeper I got, who's probably going for about 20k, 40. But that's it, guys. I mean, I'm going to go now. As I say, I'm going to do some upgrades. 621 players back in squad. A load of horrible cards that I need to get rid of here. So let's just have a quick look. So top rated, we got we got Ziyech, Fernandez, Hradecki, Saul, Serdar, Henderson, Perez, Areola, Trippier, Gaetan, and Limon. Didn't see Bernardo Silva pop up. Missed that one. Onana, and then we're down into a few 83s, which are very much welcome. The 82s and 81s below are not required. So that's it, guys. As I say, I do apologise for it being a bit long, but hopefully we'll see what content drops at 6 o'clock tonight. May get a video up, and then obviously as we move closer into FIFA 21, I'll be doing a lot more content. So I'll do something about trading, what to, a few tips on how to get started with your team, what to aim for, how not to waste coins, things along those lines. But that's been me for now. Sorry for looking at my face for another hour or so, and we'll catch you next time.